Going on. So I wanted to do a definitive Royal Trials video. I wanted to show you exactly what you can get, and that is Robot or Spirit Master. And of the two, I would highly recommend Spirit Master. Of all of the event things, Zeus obviously, but that's kind of a little bit spendy. But Spirit Master at pretty much any level, I want to say is really, really good. The Robot, I feel like it's only really good at max level right now. When Robot first came out and Royal Trials was first introduced, Robot was really good. And then they gave it talents and it made it a little bit better. But Spirit Master just does so much more for the meta. And longevity-wise, I feel like Spirit Master will take you a lot farther. And it will, if you invest heavily into it, it'll pay off. So the way that Royal Trials currently works is you have to build decks, and each unit has each of these top units right here with the batteries. They all have batteries because you can only use them one time to get maximum rewards. Whenever you play any event, always go into leagues. If you can't access leagues, then do arena, obviously. But what you want to do is access leagues and always play in leagues. The difference in arena and leagues is insane. So if you win twice in arena, you'll get 200 points. If you win the one time using the same amount of ticket in leagues, you'll get 300. That is max reward. And it's max reward because the deck that I'm playing, it's going to be this deck first. And the way that it works is when you use a unit that is one of the key units, when you use them, once you win or lose, once you end that battle, the bars will go all the way back down to 1. It used to recharge at an hourly rate. At which point I ran Blooming Dash Blade Dancer just every single battle. I never changed, and I won almost every time. But now what they did was once you use a unit that's in key units, it goes all the way back down to 1 bar, and the only way to recharge it is by using a different unit. And so you have to play your second battle, and then your third battle, and then by your fourth battle, at the end of your fourth battle, your first thing will recharge, and then you recycle everything. Because then your second one will recharge next, and your third one will recharge after that, and your fourth one will recharge after that. What I'm trying to say is you have to make 4 decks. And you just keep cycling through those decks. These are going to be my decks. Blooming Dash Blade Dancer, I would highly recommend. I will show you exactly how to play it. I use Fairy of Growth for the most part. I use Trapper. You can use Enchant Sword, but I'm saving Enchant Sword for Monk because I think Monk it needs the help, and it does better with merging, and it's just a better. It's just a better deck in general. It makes it a better deck in general. Whereas Blooming Dash Blade Dancer, you can basically win regularly. So I'm going to play a game here. If you've never played Blooming Dash Blade Dancer, what you're going to do is you're going to use Portal Keeper to move them. Every time you move a Blade Dancer, it increases, or it gives it, there's a little counter on the bottom, and you're getting 1.5% damage every time you move a Blade Dancer. So right here, it shows the counter 1. The little flower symbol, you're waiting for that to go away, and then you can move it again, and that at which point you'll get another counter. If you move it now, the flower will reset, and you won't be able to, you won't get another charge. Basically, what you want to try to do is just summon in. You want to use all of your Dryads on Blade Dance. You want to use all of your Harlequins on Dryads. And your reasoning for that is because you're going to want to upgrade your Blade Dancers to at least level 3. If you can go crazy, then go crazy beyond that. But what I normally try to do is I try to make everything a level 3. I want to put them all on tiles. I'm going to make everything a 2 for right now. Now that I've used up all my spaces, I'm actually going to sacrifice all of these trappers in the hopes of getting a level 2 portal keeper. I didn't get that, so in which case I'm going to actually just manually level 1 up. I'm going to move that. I'm actually going to move a Dryad onto a square. I'm going to upgrade it so that I can move a Portal Keeper onto a square. And then upgrade... actually, I'm going to move this first. So now I'm at 5 counters. You don't want to worry too much about these trappers. They can actually... you can actually merge them out or early in the early game because you won't need them as much. They're more of a late game thing. Again, always use your Dryad or your Harlequins on Dryads. You need a lot of Dryads to level up everything. I'm going to start leveling these up to a level 3. Always upgrade your squares first. I'm going to upgrade this one. I'm going to move this one. I'm going to move this one here. And then I'm going to upgrade the Portal Keeper on the square to a level 3. So that every time I move a level 3 Blade Dancer, at the very least, it is probably on a square. So I'm going to move this one. Like I said early on, you can actually merge out all these trappers. You need Blade Dancers a lot more than you need trappers on the early game. You can move these to 3s. Once you see all of the Blade Dancers shift to this blue, it's because you have 7. 8 is technically the total amount that you need to get maximum Blade Dancer damage. Because if you didn't know the way the Blade Dancer works, it increases its own damage up to 8 Blade Dancers. So just by having other Blade Dancers, all of their damage increases. I didn't actually mean to do that. I was going to obviously copy the Dryad, but I can totally merge them out and it's fine. One of the things that makes this deck so good, he's obviously running Enchant Sword. All of these debuffed Blade Dancers you can actually move with the Portal Keeper and it'll go away. So even though you're not gaining anything from Enchant Sword, you're not losing anything either. I'm going to make one of these a 3. I'm going to keep summoning in. I'm going to actually merge out these 2 level 1s because I don't need that amount of Blade Dancers. I only really need 7 or 8. I find that 7 works completely fine. I'm going to move the one with the debuff. I'm going to upgrade my Blade Dancer here. Gadgets. All of these trappers are really helpful late game to help you push damage. The way that Royal Trials works in order to not have infinite games, you only have 1,000 crit. So your crit and your Blade Dancer level, it's obviously a 9. Your crit is going to stop you from going too far. You basically usually get to like about double bosses at max, and then both of you should probably start losing until somebody loses. But yeah, you can basically just sit here, move Blade Dancers. If you see I started this this chain going. 2 Portal Keepers would speed up this process, but just being able to move 1 at a time is fine enough as well. I'm actually going to merge out some of these trappers. The level 2 is pretty good. I'm going to summon in here. I'm going to merge this one out. I'm going to make one of them a 3. You don't need to worry too much about their damage because that's not what you're using it for. So I could sacrifice or move it with the Portal Keeper to get rid of the debuff, but it's totally fine. This deck will pretty much beat most decks pretty consistently, which is why I used to run it all the time. The ability to get rid of debuffs, the ability to increase damage over the course of the game, just I can't say enough good things about Blade Dancer. If you haven't seen the rest of my YouTube channel, I talk about Blue Wind Dash Blade Dancer way too much. This is the deck that I am 100% the most comfortable with. I'm going to merge this one out. That's actually pretty good, because I can get 2. I can give 1 to there and 1 to there. And now I have a field of 3s. And then I can give the last one to my last Portal Keeper. So that I can speed up this process, but I don't need to because he's dead. Or he's almost dead. He's pretty much dead. I'd like to think that he's pretty dead. Yeah. If I could run this deck every single time, I would. But the reason why you can't is because once you finish a battle, all of your charges go away. So now, if I were to start another game accidentally, I would earn 75% fewer rewards. So remember when the league battle was 300? If I were to play another game, I would get 75 points if I won. If I didn't win, I would get even less than 75. So what you have to do instead is switch to a different deck. This is just a basic cultist deck. I'm going for pure damage over anything else. I do have a Portal Keeper in here, and I have a Harley Quinn and a Dryad in order to keep all of the levels the same. But it's not completely a necessity. I am running Harbinger, and then Dryad I'm running Fairy of Growth, so I can get the double Dryads. But yeah, here we go. This is a pretty bad setup for us. This is much worse on this side, I want to say. I think they're equally bad on both sides, but I think it's better on this side. So I never do the full setup, the full, like, all of this and this and this. I usually do a double T setup. My setup will end right about here, and then it'll go to here. I'm actually going to move this here. We did luck out in that he's not running, no, right now he's not even running Cultists. Maybe this is going to be a lot quicker than it should be. If he can't get a Cultist, if he can't get 1 Cultist, he's gonna die. If he gets 1 Cultist, he'll be fine. Oh, never mind. He can do that as well. He can merge the Chemists and hope for a Cultist, and then Dryad a couple of the Portal Keepers to move them. That's probably what I would do, because he needs to do something. Or he's just gonna die. I don't know. He's just gonna die? Yeah, he's just choosing not to do anything. He's waiting. He waited way too late to try to do something. He needed the 2 Cultists. You need at least 2 Cultists, which is why you have to run Harley Quinn. But yeah. I'm going to watch 2 ads, and I will be right back. Okay, so we're back. The other decks that I had for you, one is a Spirit Master deck, but I'm going to assume that you don't have Spirit Master because you're playing this. If you do have Spirit Master, this is the deck that I would run. I think that Night Statue is really good in this deck. But I do like, because it's level 9 everything, you have to think a little bit differently when you're playing this, because it's at level 9, you're going to need the mana way more than you're going to need the Night Statue. And I say that because you need to be able to always activate the Spirit Master. The Life Surge is obviously amazing. And then being able to Harlequin and Dryad and very quickly level up your Spirit Master is really important in the early game, because you will die if you don't get it to at least like level 3. But in the case that you don't have Spirit Master, this is a monk deck that I created. I think that the Harlequin is necessary because you need so many monks. It is a little bit risky because if you cannot get the setup, which is the T, the entire field T setup, and if you can't at least get the three verticals, you will die. I think that Bruiser is much better at level 9 than Inquisitor at level 9. A lot of people like to run Inquisitor, and every single time I've ever tried to run it, I don't think it's good. I think that running Bruiser with the first talent, the Awakening Rage, is really good. You can use a singular Bruiser to pretty much melt down the entire first round. So as long as you draw a Bruiser, you'll be fine, as opposed to the Spirit Master deck. So then the ability to run Night Statue is actually really good. You can also... the reason why I'm not running Scrapper is because I do like being able to Harlequin just multiple different things, and I think that you just need the early levels more than you need the late levels, because again, running 1,000 crit, you have 1,000 crit and everybody's level 9s. I think this is a good deck, but let's see. I wouldn't have said this with Bruiser before talents, but I think it is good after talents. I think that Portal Keeper is always important to run too, not only just for quicker setup, but for Shaman decks and Witch decks, because sometimes people will just try to cheese you out of the game like this. So now, as long as I stay on the same levels, as long as I stay on, like, everybody's a 1, everybody's a 2, or at least all the important things are, we should be fine. That's pretty good, but we have 2. This is another reason why you want to have Harlequin. Sometimes you just need the other Portal Keeper. Yep. This is why it's good. Again, like Blade Dancer, always Harlequin the... Why you gotta be so mean, man? Always Harlequin the... Okay. This guy's gonna calm down at some point. Always Harlequin the Dryads, because you will need infinite Dryads. I'm actually gonna merge these out. I'd rather just merge into a random level 1 Night Statue. I feel like it's easier to summon in a Night Statue than it is to try to keep a Night Statue. I'm obviously going to upgrade this one a lot, but in terms of... I'm going to upgrade there. Yeah, I can move that. That's obviously fine. I'm just going to keep cycling out the other Night Statue. Upgrade. I'm going to cycle this out. I'm actually going to make that a 4. Because every time I upgrade the Center Knight statue, it's making everything around it level up. Also, if you combine Dryads, that also affects the... it gives a clover to the surrounding... Why you gotta be like that? It gives a clover to the surrounding bruisers. I'm eventually going to have to make everything 3s. I'm going to merge that out. I'm going to merge that out. That's pretty good. Because I can do that. Technically, I can actually do that and go crazy. I'm going to start upgrading this knight statue. He has pretty much full board set up right now. And that's basically what I wanted to do before I committed to this setup. Am I going to get Bedlam? Oh, okay. 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 Right now, I can actually merge out these two 2s because he's already committed to his setup. Merging out right now would just be bad for him. I'm gonna do that into that because I am gonna need this this knight statue here. Just another knight statue. Apparently, I'm not gonna get another knight statue. I'm gonna move that there. I'm going to move that there, and then I'm going to upgrade there, and then give the square to that one. And then that's increasing the damage on everything. Basically, what you're trying to do is get your clovers, 2 clovers for each of your things. Anything beyond that is a bonus. I can do that into that. I could have also given that to the knight statue. Essentially, what a demon hunter is trying to do with shamans and witches is he's merging early on in the early part of the game in order to get demon hunters, but late game, he can't really keep doing that. So as long as you are able to hold out until, you know, like that initial setup to where they have like all of their demon hunters on the board and they really can't do anything because merging them out would just make the deck worse. That's how you play it. But yeah, that's Royal Trials in a nutshell. You kind of have to experiment a little. I hope these deck ideas help. These are the ones that I would use, and hopefully they work. I would highly recommend Spirit Master, which is why I wanted to make this this entire video. I'm about to get a level 15 Spirit Master, or I'm sorry, a level 13 Spirit Master because I've invested a lot into trying to get it. If you spend money at all in this game, there are 2 things that I would recommend. One of them is Royal Trials to get Spirit Master, and obviously one of them is the Premium Pass to get the Page of Secrets. I am very close to this Page of Secrets, which will give me the second, another book. I already have 7 magic crystals of the 9 that I need. So the when Spirit Master gets really good is at 13, very specifically because of Storm Power. Whenever you like give him a power up of 7 or more, he has a 50% chance to cleanse all effects. And to be able to just sit on the field, level up, and cleanse is pretty good. But yeah, Spirit Master's damage just in general is so high. His base damage is just so high that I would even recommend it at level 7, level 9, level 11. It's a really good card that I would highly recommend. But yeah, I'll catch you guys next video.